chosen one, stay perfectly still and just notice the weight of the air in the room right now. You have been carrying a heaviness in your chest that you thought was exhaustion, but it is actually the weight of glory, the internal frequency of your promotion pressing into your soul. 3 days ago, a divine meeting was held about your name, and the court of heaven officially signed your release from the waiting room. The door to your past didn't slam shut because God forgot you. It slammed because your old frequency could not survive where you are going. You did not find this by accident. You found it because the frequency of your pain has finally translated into the frequency of your power. You are finally ready, subscribed to align with thousands of awakened souls. Like if your spirit confirms this word and comment 888 to activate this frequency. Stay with me until the very end of this message, because I am going to show you how to stop fighting the wind and start using the current. By the end of this journey, you will not just understand why you were stuck, but you will have the specific tool to recalibrate your mind and activate the hidden authority you were born with. I am talking about a shift that turns your waiting room into a throne room. And I will reveal a breakthrough that even NASA scientists have confirmed about the genius within you. Imagine you are sitting alone in the dark, watching the headlights of cars pass by your window. The glass is cold against your forehead as you watch a world that seems to be moving on without you. You scroll through your phone and realize there is no one you can actually call who would understand the depth of what you are feeling. You feel like an undercover agent from another planet, speaking their language and eating their food. But knowing deep down that your DNA originates from a completely different star system, you have been asking, Lord, why was I forgotten? But look at the book of Joel, chapter 2, verse 25. God says, I will restore to you the years that the locust has eaten. In the original Hebrew, the word for restore is shalom. Shalom does not just mean to get back what was taken from you. It means to be made complete, or to be paid back with interest. It is as if a court finds a thief guilty and orders them to pay you back $500 for the 100 they stole. That is shalom. God is overpaying you for your suffering. If you lost 5 years, He is compressing 20 years of blessing into your next 5 years. You are not just entering a season of restoration, you are entering a season of overpayment. And let me tell you something that might surprise you. The same principle of shalom, of divine recompense, works when you sow into the kingdom. When you sow a seed of obedience, when you sow a seed of trust, heaven does not just match it, heaven multiplies it back to you. This is the covenant language. You give, and it shall be given unto you. Good measure, pressed down, shaken together, running over. The Father wants you to understand that your breakthrough is not just coming to you, it is coming through you to touch others. And as you move into this new season, the resources you steward, the wisdom you share, the light you carry, these become seeds that grow in ways you cannot yet imagine. Why do your prayers sometimes feel like they are hitting a brass ceiling? It is because your brain is stuck in a frequency of survival, which scientists call the beta state. You are trying to manifest a miracle while your mind is screaming in panic. But there is a frequency that every child possesses, a genius state called theta. As we grow up, the world, the trauma, and the bills suppress this frequency until we lose our connection to the divine flow. You sit there at night, and the raw, ugly thoughts creep in. You think, why is that person who cheats and lies prospering, while I, who pray and fast, am struggling to pay my rent? You feel a bitter jealousy that you are afraid to admit to anyone. You feel like God is ignoring your resume while handing out promotions to people who don't even know his name. But notice the pattern of the greats who came before you. Joseph sat in a dark, damp dungeon, forgotten by the very people he helped. He didn't just sit there waiting for the door to open. Psalm 105, verse 19 says, "Until the time that his word came to pass, the word of the Lord tested him." In Hebrew, the word for tested is daraf. It means to be refined by fire. Joseph wasn't just waiting. His DNA was being recalibrated to handle the frequency of a throne. God was burning away the slave identity so the king identity could emerge. Here is the resonance check framework for your life. Right now, you cannot receive a high-level assignment while operating on a low-level frequency. If you want to see the shift, you must first notice where you hold tension in your body when you think about your future. Does your stomach clench? That is a frequency mismatch. In your mind, imagine the air you breathe is liquid light. As you breathe, watch it flow past that spot of tension, washing away the doubt and the years of feeling forgotten. You might feel a slight tingling that is the release of the old frequency. Even the most advanced research from NASA has shown that 98% of children are born with genius-level creative capacity. But as we age, that capacity drops to almost nothing. Why? Because we lose our access to the theta state, the frequency of miracles and deep intuition. What if I told you that you don't need 10 years of mountaintop meditation to get it back? What if there is a 7-minute sound key that can bypass your logic and activate that genius frequency right now? That is what I need to show you next, because your time in the waiting room is officially over, chosen one. What I am about to show you will sound too simple to be true, but remember that the most powerful truths are always the simplest. You have been asking the universe for a sign, but the universe is asking you for a frequency. I hear the Spirit saying, "This is the divine provision for your new season." For years, you have been counting pennies while others counted blessings. But the ATM of heaven is opening. God is saying, "Step aside and let me recalibrate your mind." This is not just about working harder. It is about aligning. There is a sacred technology that science is finally beginning to understand. It is a bridge between your human effort and divine grace. Former NASA scientists discovered that there is a specific brainwave state, the theta frequency, that functions as a tuning fork for the divine. It is the frequency of deep intuition and genius capacity that you were born with, but the world suppressed. I call this the genius wave. It is not a product. It is a recalibration device for your spirit. Imagine your mind is like a radio that has been stuck on a static channel for decades. No matter how loud you pray, the signal is distorted. The genius wave is the key that turns the dial to the exact frequency of heaven. It only takes 7 minutes of your day to listen to this sound technology, but those 7 minutes perform a surgery on your neural pathways that would normally take years of isolation. The Father is telling you right now, I have provided the tool to help you hear my voice clearer than you ever have before. This activation restores what was dormant. If your spirit resonates with this recalibration, you will find the information you need in the pinned comment below. The tool is there waiting for you. Many of you have already asked how to access this. The answer is simple. You will see the link in the pinned comment. This is how we keep the frequency alive how we maintain this sacred space for seekers like you. When you invest in your own recalibration, when you sow into this work, you become part of a global community of awakened ones. You step into covenant partnership. This is not a transaction. This is seed sowing, and heaven always multiplies what is sown in faith. Investigate the resource only if you feel led by the Spirit. But I am telling you, many chosen ones just like you have accessed this, and their testimonies are already coming in. The shifts are real, the frequency is real, the activation is waiting. But now I need to tell you something that nobody else will say. Something that might make you uncomfortable. You pass the test, and the blessing is manifesting. But here is the raw truth. Part of you is terrified. You have been praying for this breakthrough, but in the middle of the night, a voice whispers to you. What if I get the promotion and mess it up? What if success changes me into someone I do not recognize? What if everyone sees that I am a fraud? You are scared of the visibility that comes with your crown. You have watched others get blessed and then crash publicly, and you are terrified that you are next. But listen closely, chosen one. That fear is not a sign of weakness. It is a sign of wisdom. You are terrified because you understand the weight of what is being placed on you. Those who crashed had no fear because they had no awareness of the weight. Your healthy fear is what proves you are ready to carry the kavod. The fear is not an obstacle. It is a readiness indicator. As you step into this new frequency, you must understand that the enemy is not happy. He is launching specific strategies to steal your focus. This is where you must apply the three-circle rule for your protection. In your mind, imagine 3 concentric circles of light surrounding you. The innermost circle is circle 1. This is for you and God alone. This is where your secret dreams and your rawest prophetic words live. The rule for circle 1 is total silence. You never speak these things out loud to anyone, because the enemy cannot read your mind. But he can hear your words. The middle circle is circle 2. This is for your inner circle. No more than 3 people who have proven they can pray for you without judging you. You only share your dreams here for prayer coverage. The outermost circle is circle 3. This is for everyone else. The rule here is that you only share results after they have manifested. If people do not know what you are building, they cannot ruin it. This is the peace that guards you. Look at Philippians chapter 4, verse 7. It says that the peace of God, which passes all understanding, will guard your hearts and minds. In the original Greek, the phrase passes all understanding is hupereko. It does not mean peace passes by your mind. It means peace towers above your understanding. It is an active dominant peace that is so massive that your logical brain cannot comprehend why you are calm, while the world is falling apart. And the word for guard is phoreo. This is a military term for a fortress guard. This hupereko peace stands like a soldier at the gates of your mind, stopping the enemy from entering. This is not a feeling. It is a divine defense system. You do not need to understand how God is going to fix your situation. You only need the peace that towers above the question. Let me tell you about a chosen one who understood this. 9 months ago, he was facing a total collapse of his career. A major contract he had spent years building was suddenly cancelled. He was devastated, but instead of panicking or defending himself publicly, he practiced strategic silence. He deleted his social media apps and went into a 40-day period of frequency alignment. He only spoke to his circle, 2 people. He spent 7 minutes every morning in the theta state, recalibrating his mind. On day 38, a company he had never contacted called him. They had found his old work and felt a supernatural pull to partner with him. They offered him a 6-figure contract that was double what he had lost. He proved himself in silence before he promoted himself in public. He stayed faithful when he was forgotten, and now he is unforgettable. Now, chosen one, before we seal this, I need you to perform a mental activation in your mind. I want you to stand up, even if you are lying in bed or sitting in your car. Feel your spirit standing tall. Imagine yourself standing in a hall of mirrors, but instead of reflecting your past mistakes, every mirror reflects the version of you that has already won. This is not a regular prayer. This is an activation, a commissioning. You are being deployed into your destiny right now. Notice the weight on your shoulders, but do not call it a burden anymore. Call it your mantle. Father God, in the mighty name of Yeshua, we stand before you. We declare that this is a divine moment. We receive every word spoken today, not as information, but as impartation. I thank you for every chosen one listening right now. You know the tears they cried when they thought the waiting room was a prison. You saw them stay faithful when everyone else forgot their name. I seal the revelation of Shalom into their spirit, right here. I seal the 3-circle rule into their daily walk. I break every assignment of the enemy to steal this frequency, every spirit of doubt, and every monitoring spirit that was sent to sabotage their breakthrough. I bind you now. You will not touch them. I declare that within 40 days, you will see the first shift. Relationships will change, financial doors will open that you did not even know existed. I decree that the inheritance locked in your bloodline is released now. What your parents could not access, you will walk in. You are moving from hidden to elevated. You are moving from forgotten to unforgettable. God is asking you a question right now. Will you carry what I am giving you? Will you stay faithful in the promotion, the same way you were faithful in the test? If your answer is yes, say it in your heart. With the force of a lion, say, I am ready. Heaven heard that. It is recorded in the books of glory. You are committed. You are commissioned. You are sent before you leave. Know this. The resource in the pinned comment is not separate from this activation. It is an extension of it. It is the tool the Father provided. It is your inheritance made accessible. Some of you came here desperate, thinking you had no resources. But heaven says you have everything you need. The genius wave, the frequency recalibration, the sound technology, all of it waits for you in that pinned space. When you access it, when you invest in your own elevation, you are not just receiving. You are declaring to heaven and earth that you believe. You are sowing a seed. And Shalom is the promise God made to you. He will repay it. Good measure, pressed down, shaken together, running over. Go now, chosen one. You are not leaving a video. You are leaving your holding pattern. Walk in it, own it. And when the enemy reminds you of who you were, you remind him of who God says you are in the mighty, matchless name of Yeshua. Do not say amen yet. I want you to sit in this frequency for 60 seconds. Let the weight settle into your bones. Feel the shift in the room.